This video is a product buyer's guide intended for gift givers and adult collectors. Hey guys, welcome to Toy Chat. This is Max.
And Sang.
And we can't get Labubus, so we're reviewing knockoffs today.
There's people that are dying.
Just to clarify, we can't get big into Energy Labubus. We have the other series, so in our grief and frustrations, we decided to seek out Lababies.
Yes. So we are going to be reviewing Lababies, monster plush keychains today. You may have heard about them. You know, they have been popping up all over social media. And as you can see, they look very similar to Pop Mart's Labubu, which, you know, one can only assume is intentional based on the name and the appearance of these plush. Definitely a cheaper, more accessible alternative to Labubu because, of course, Labubu is an absolute phenomenon right now.
Yes, and if you have no idea what we're talking about, you're in the wrong place. But if you would like to learn, we do have a history on Labubu on our channel. Thank you for you guys who have watched it, but check out that video if you haven't yet. But yeah, Labubu is the big hot new toy right now. You know, when we were kids, it was Furbies, it was Trolls. Labubu is the thing that's in the 2020s.
So yeah, we're gonna be reviewing a complete set of Lababies today. So these are $5 each. I'm pretty certain they are exclusive to Five Below. So I will link their online listing in the description. However, at this time of recording, they are completely sold out online. And unfortunately, we were not able to find a complete set of even these in store. That is how insane the Labubu hysteria is right now, that we could not even obtain the knockoffs.
If you're unfamiliar, Five Below is one of those budget stores, kind of like Dollar Tree. I actually have not heard of Five Below before. The first time I heard about it was through Toya's channel, you know, my Froggy stuff. She has one local to her. I think Five Below is pretty recently added to where we live in NorCal. We usually get like Dollar Tree here. So luckily there's one that's really close to Max's place.
Yeah, and pretty much their whole thing is a, not all, but a majority of the merchandise they sell, or a lot of the merchandise they sell, is, it costs $5
or below.
Or less, yes. So these are, if you're able to find these in person, they are $5. Unfortunately, yeah, because the Labubu hype is so crazy, and again, as we said, we have been trying and failing to obtain version 3 Labubus for several weeks now, big into Energy, and it has not been happening. And again, yeah, the Labubu hype is so crazy, Lababies are even selling out everywhere. We
were so sure that we would find at least one or two of these.
Just walked in.
We walked in, we were filming already, but we didn't find any. And then we asked an employee, and they're just like, "Oh yeah, that thing sold out like within like 2 or 3 days."
Yes, we did end up finding out there was one store not that far from us that had like one color in stock. They had like just the green one. The green one was also up until very recently available online, but we wanted a full set for this review, so I was able to buy from someone locally at a really reasonable price. So we have them. And we are going to review them. But if you are interested in these, just be on the lookout for restocks and stuff like that. I know some of them, they do just dump them in with like the other plush at Five Below, but my store did say when they stock them, they keep them up at the front. So these are pretty popular right now. Yeah.
So in this video, we're gonna look at them and then also compare them to Labubu. And then you can decide if, you know, these are more worth your money than Labubu, because I know Labubus are going up their price. They're almost like $30 each for a blind box.
And if you can get them at retail.
Or, you know, $40-something if you want one of the blister packs, the single ones.
Yeah.
So they're really pricey. You can probably buy a full set of this for cheaper than
Oh, yeah.
one single Labubu.
Even on the third-party market.
Yeah.
All right, so let's check each one out more up close. Okay, so up first we have the green one. It's a very vibrant lime green, and this
It's
is
like sludge green.
Yes,
Like Nickelodeon green.
Yes, it does seem like this one might be the least popular one because we did notice that this was the last one to still be in stock, both online and in some stores.
I like.
It is
him
cute.
or her.
Yeah, it is. Yes.
It's like it's so vibrant. Like I think it will really pop on your bag.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yes, and this one's a little more mischievous looking, but
Just to clarify, these are not blind boxes, so you can get these
Yes.
in stores just as is.
exactly.
I see them,
Yes, exactly like this. So you can just grab it and buy it.
Yeah, so these are plushies, so there's no vinyl in them at all. So their faces are fabric with embroidery faces on them. This one kind of has kind of a mischievous, kind of like determined look, I want to say.
Yeah, super cute. You can definitely see the Labubu inspiration. This one has almost more like anime-esque eyes with the shines and all that.
I mean,
but
Labubu has shines too, but
yes, the stylization looks a little more anime of this one. Yeah,
you can't copy it completely.
No, yeah. I mean, for a $5 plush, I will say, by the way, these are actually really soft. It's impressive how soft they are. Yeah, they're super soft, and the embroidery is kind of nice. You can see this one has like little hairs and little nose and eyebrows.
Is there any like bone structure inside, or are they just plush?
No, it's
just
completely
complete plush?
it's full plush.
Okay.
Yeah, full plush.
So you can't mold them in any way. Okay.
No, there's no articulation. As you can see, they do have little limbs, so like the limbs of all of them are pretty much the same. So they've got the little arms that are they're not articulated. They're just plush arms.
And in their ears, are there any embroideries in their ears like Labubu does, or no?
No, it looks like more fabric.
Okay, gotcha.
Yes,
Same fabric as like face. Okay.
Yes. So this green one, you can see there's a little tag here, and this green one is named Zuzu. So you can see all
So
of
their
them.
names are very similar to the structure as Have a Seat.
Yes, like 2-syllable cutesy. It's incredibly Labubu inspired. So meet Zuzu, the tiny prankster with a big personality. Loves to play tricks and getting into mischief. Oh, just like someone else we know. That charming grin gets Zuzu out of trouble. And yes, of course, I mean, what would a Labubu knockoff be if not a bag charm? These clips, of course, they're a lightweight like plastic.
Yeah, this one you have to be careful about like breaking them or whatever. Yeah,
it's a little
plastic.
it's a little more delicate, and it is attached with a little ribbon there. But this is cute. You could absolutely hang it from your bag. There was one Five Below I went to. And an employee there had a Lababy hanging from her lanyard.
Oh, what a tease.
Yes.
So next up we have Gigi, and this is the blue one. This is like a sky blue, very vibrant.
I would argue this is the most directly Labubu-esque one because it has the little teepees. Yeah, so this one is very Labubu. I could see it being the most popular one. It's a really cute, powder blue. This one has a little sweet smile that is much more Labubu-esque. We can once again see the little clasp on the head, and once again very soft. Oh yeah,
there's a tail.
They do have little tails. They have little bear. That makes them differ from Labubu because Labubu does not have a tail. Zimomo has a tail. Yeah, so this is Gigi, and this is the little tag for Gigi. Meet Gigi, the tiny friend with a huge heart. Gigi is curious, playful, and always ready for an adventure.
Cute.
So cute.
This one does remind me a lot of the blue Labubu as well.
Yes.
But this one's like a much more like saturated color.
All right, so next up we have Lily, and this one's super cute. She's like a pastel lilac purple.
And she has a very surprised expression.
Yeah, so cute. We did notice something interesting. It looks like this one, the left arm is very like up, almost in a waving position. We don't know if that's a manufacturing variation or not.
I don't know, we're not sure if it's intentional or not.
Yeah,
but
it's like staying there.
Yeah.
It kind of just like stays there, so it looks like she's waving.
Yeah, the arms don't have any like distinguishing like features to it, so they kind of blend in. Like you can't really tell from the other ones too. Like there's no like arm piece to it or hand piece to it.
This one's very aesthetically pleasing, super pastel. And again, yes, her name is Lily. Meet Lily, the little sweetheart with a big imagination and twinkle in the eyes. Loves to dream, create, and inspire.
She's cute. I do think she is precious. I wonder why she has a surprise expression. Her little card doesn't say anything about being surprised, but it's cute.
No. You know, you need an O-faced one. Actually, there's another O-faced one,
okay.
which we'll get to in a moment. Yeah.
Foreshadowing. Last but not least, this is Vivi. She's the pink one, and look at that expression. Looks like someone stubbed her toe or hurt her in some way.
Super cute, of course. You know, this collection had to have a pink one. It's a very sugar pink. And yeah, this one, instead of the, she's the only one that has closed eyes, which is super cute. So Vivi, meet Vivi, the pint-sized bundle of energy. Vivi has a heart full of joy and unstoppable spirit, guaranteed to put a smile on your face.
She makes me worried.
I know.
What's wrong?
She's like concerned. But this is very cute. Yeah, once again, you know, like a sugar pink kind of pastel again.
Like cotton candy. Yeah.
Yes, very cotton candy.
All right, so the next portion is the size comparison. So they are almost like identically like size. Here, I'll one. And we'll see.
Yeah, they are pretty much the same size. Interesting to see is if you could potentially put Labubu clothes on Lababies. I don't think it would be a perfect fit in all cases, but you know.
We have some stuff we can try on for you in a second.
Yeah, we'll turn them to the side here. Yeah, they're pretty similar. I would say Lababies maybe look a little bit, very slightly like thicker in the torso.
I think
it's
also the fuzziness of it too.
You know, I mean, you'd never tell the difference.
Yeah, if you saw them at a glance, maybe you thought the same thing.
Yes.
Their ears are very different though. Like Labubu has like bunny ears. These more like cat ears.
Cat-like ears.
They're like folded.
And here we have an open-eyed comparison. They clearly don't look exactly the same, but you can tell an inspiration was involved.
And also keep in mind, there are some earlier Labubus that are completely fabric. Those are not, to our knowledge, available in America here. They came out before these vinyl plushes. Yeah, they're more in Asia, and they do have similar like embroidered faces.
So this is a Labubu fashion piece right here. I mean, granted, this is just like a collar, kind of like a, you know, so this one would fit. I think it would.
Yeah. So the cape / poncho looks super cute. I would keep it like this. I think it looks great like this.
Look how fancy this Lababy looks now. Yeah, so it does. So again, this is a like Labubu sized clothing piece. So I think they'll be able to wear certain things. I would, you know, certain things that go over the limbs and stuff like that. You're probably going to have a trickier time. I mean, the babies, keeping in mind, are in pretty much in a sitting position. So obviously, you know, certain Labubu clothes are more designed for the sitting, you know, have a seat versus standing, exciting macaron and stuff like that. All right, so this is once again a Labubu sized fashion, a Miu Miu inspired hoodie. So this was a pullover. So this even, I think, is a little bit of a snug fit on Labubu. This particular one we haven't tried on Labubu yet. So the thing is, because Lababies are pure plush, that you can kind of squish them. There's no like vinyl pieces or anything like that. But we did notice, like we mentioned earlier, the torsos are slightly larger. So these pieces, they're a little snug of a fit compared to Labubu, but it works.
Yeah.
Look at this elegant queen. This is like a dress. Yeah, the headbands work perfectly fine. And once again, yeah, the dress piece is a little snug.
Yeah. But I think you can definitely dress these guys up. Yeah, I think it'll be fun to dress them up, yeah. So yeah, the fit looks a lot better on an actual Labubu. So yeah, the torsos for sure are thicker. Again, Lababies are a little bit cheaper, so I'm sure the production has a bit more variation in terms of sizes. The ones we have don't fit these clothing. Maybe there's other ones that have less fluff in them, but yeah, it looks a lot better on Labubu.
It's going to vary by clothing piece too, of course. All right, these are our final thoughts on the complete set of Lababies.
I mean, there's not much to say. They're cute, inexpensive. If you need a quick fix, definitely these are pretty good. Good luck finding them. I'm sure the success of these will encourage, Five Below to stock more. Yeah, I mean, even as a companion to Labubu, they're cute on your little bag or wherever you keep them.
I think they're really cute. It's very clear they have a direct inspiration. Obviously, not exactly an original idea. I think it is really nice to have something more obtainable and affordable for folks who really want to get on that, monster bag charm plush trend. It's unfortunate that even these are difficult to obtain. Hopefully Five Below kind of pumps them out. From what I've heard, stores they intend to restock, so hopefully they get a little bit more common. And if you're really struggling to find or afford a Labubu, this is a decent alternative. I do think they're really cute in person. Of course, these are probably a little more like younger, kid friendly.
Oh, maybe these can be like your first
Labubu, your first Lababy.
The training wheels.
Yes, they're very bright and colorful and pastel. They're very sweet looking. So yeah, they're super cute. I would like to see Five Below continue this line. You know what? If you're copying Labubus, just make ones that are holding things and ones that are
standing ones. Yeah,
that would be cute. Yeah, they'd go in reverse of Labubu. That was our review of Lababies. Let us know your thoughts. Have you guys come across them? Have you had an easier time getting one of these instead of a Labubu? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Related playlists will be linked on screen here. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. And let us know what you want to see reviewed next. And we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.